All right, now we get into the most important point. I know a lot of y'all have been through this, and we all know this. Sometimes we fall for the wrong ass people. And I know y'all going to be saying amen to that. Definitely, there are going to be some people, you just like, they blow you away, and you may not even be thinking about if they're good or not for you. You may kind of break the rules with them. Like, you know that they are not exactly somebody you want to go out with exactly when you know them. But you like them enough anyway that you will. Like, we will all have our short sword, follow our short sword and be blindly attracted to some people. Now, this is where, at the younger ages, like in high school, junior high, early college, people can have these more. And then as people get older, they start to have problem solving. They start to see, okay, this isn't good for me. And I'm not interested in this kind of relationship with this person. And, this is where a guy may see somebody think looks great in the outside, regardless how that person treats them. Oh my God, they're for me. And so, this is where then you get more into relationships where it's all about looks and lust, and there's no chemistry or connection. And that can be a problem in those situations because you have relationships that are bound to fall apart. And these are people that are absolutely like the Jerry Springer combination and the worst. You can see people falling for people that are just, they're dangerous, like dangerous for that person. And, they can fall in the short run thinking that that's the person for them, but then they find out through hardships that no, you are blindly attached to this person, and the oxytocin and dopamine in your brain is absolutely making you wrapped around their finger, and you need to get away from this. Like, once a guy can get past his short sword of blind attraction and thinking, upset, having this crush phase, when they can just accept people naturally, which is most people do. But, the short sword is always important to mention because a lot of times people will have times when they sucker in a situation. And so, like, a person may be willing to work with somebody they really like, even though they have a few traits that they wouldn't want in somebody. So this short sword of blind attraction is something people have to control. And, they cannot be blindly attracted to somebody who's not good for them because then it just doesn't become a constructive situation. And so this is where you will see somebody who gets played, more likely because he's blindly attracted to somebody. And that person says, you know what? I own this person, so they'll do anything for me. And then all of a sudden they belong to them. And they are like just totally teasing him and leading him on. And so this is where like the short sword thing is basically where somebody's blindly attracted to somebody. And as people get older, they outgrow this because they realize what's really good for them. But a lot of people can sometimes get attached real easily too. And so they tend to get more bonded. And this is where it's important to know what's good for you. Know yourself. And, sometimes people got to take the Buddhist kind of principle. Life is suffering. And when you purify your soul, then you can get it out of your way and get, understand it, be more comfortable with yourself because you can be blindly attracted to somebody who's not for you. And you can then meet somebody who you have a great connection with and everything in common with who's good for your life. And that's the main thing you got to look at in the short sword blind attraction. Is this person good for my life or no? Because if they aren't, they could close doors and hurt you. If they are, they could open doors and everything. So, it's just an important thing to look at. And, under the presence of good people, somebody can be very ideal. In the presence of bad ones, oh my God, there's no telling what can happen. And so, hope this video helps.